Kart Wii! Woohoo!
Did you know? An official HD port of Mario Kart Wii was actually finished years ago, but due to government hang-ups was never released. The original Mario Kart Wii was only capable of running in a 480p resolution, but at the 2018 China Joy Expo in Shanghai, Nintendo partnered with Nvidia to showcase a 1080p version running on the Nvidia Shield TV. This is a Chinese device that's already had several other Wii ports in HD, including a port of Twilight Princess that's graphically superior to even the HD re-release on Wii U. The Shield version featured online capabilities that haven't been available in the Wii version since servers shut down in 2014, including time trial leaderboards and online races for up to 12 players. Following the announcement, some die-hard Mario Kart fans imported Chinese shields in anticipation of the game's release, but to their disappointment, Mario Kart HD was never seen again. According to an Nvidia developer whose name will keep anonymous, the port was done a long time ago. It was submitted for Chinese government approval in 2018, around the time of the government's reorganization. The government asked us to change some game content a few months later. Just some translations, nothing major, but we haven't heard anything back since then. We want the game to be released as much as everybody else, but it seems like it's stuck in government limbo now. Nvidia isn't just Nintendo's partner when it comes to HD ports for China. The two companies also partnered to develop the Switch, which is powered by Nvidia's Tegra processor. 2 years after Mario Galaxy HD released on the Shield, the game landed on Switch in the form of 3D All-Stars. With that precedent in mind, Mario Kart Wii HD might find its way to the Switch someday, especially if the Shield version ever escapes limbo. When Mario Kart Wii first entered development, the devs had a slightly different vision for the game, with many of their ideas being cut. The game is internally named Revo Kart, with Revo being a nod to Revolution, the Wii's original name. Series producer Hideki Kono originally wanted to call it Mario Kart X, with the X signifying a focus on extreme sports. In a 2008 interview, he said, "I love BMX bicycles and snowboarding. When we made Mario Kart DS, we wanted to put in some elements of extreme sports so the players could do some rough riding, but it was difficult to achieve in a handheld game. That's why we decided to make it happen for the Wii." But Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto flat out rejected the idea of BMX bikes, as he didn't like the idea of Mario riding a bicycle. Motorbikes were introduced instead, and half-pipes were implemented into many of the tracks. Kono's love of snowboarding also led to the creation of the DK Summit stage. According to the game's director, Yasuyuki Oyagi, motorbikes once controlled exactly the same as karts, so he felt they weren't worth including, but after his team came up with the idea of popping wheelies, they decided bikes were a worthy addition. Like most Mario Kart games, the sound staff recorded the kart sounds at a real racetrack, but when the time came to collect bike sound effects, they relied on Nintendo's own parking lot. Sound artist Asuka Oda said, "We approached some Nintendo employees who rode motorbikes and asked them, 'Could you let us sample your bike?' It's worth noting that despite Miyamoto cringing at the idea of Mario on a bicycle, Mario did end up riding a bike in another game released the same year, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games." Throughout development, the Mario Kart team tested about 30 different wheel prototypes before settling on the Wii wheel we know today. They checked out some real-life go-karts and realized that instead of round steering wheels, most of them were actually square-shaped, so they went with a true-to-life wheel in the shape of a square. But they eventually scrapped the idea and decided a circular wheel would be easier to understand, and after many revisions, reduced its weight so players' arms didn't get tired holding it up during long play sessions. After Nintendo revealed their Wii wheel prototypes in 2008, fans recreated some of them using 3D printers and shared the blueprints online. They even developed some original designs of their own, all of which are available to the public and free to 3D print. Some gaming companies jumped on board as well, and more than a decade later, you can still find some high-end Wii wheels on Amazon, like the 3-pound mounted wheel by Dream Gear. Mario Kart Wii's internal data and pre-release screenshots revealed even more scrapped ideas, including characters, items, and an entire game mode. 2 drivers from Double Dash, Paratroopers and PD Piranha, were included in early builds, but didn't make it to the final cut. Hammer Bros were once planned as a new addition to the roster, but after getting cut from Mario Kart Wii, they didn't make their series debut until 10 years later in Mario Kart Tour. The Chain Chomp item from Double Dash can also be found in the game's data, along with some beta racetracks, like an early version of Bowser's Castle labeled Course.0. There's also the Double Dash version of Mario's circuit, albeit with a few small differences, which the developers probably used for testing. One bizarre-looking track is labeled Draw_Demo, and is nearly identical to the Wii version of Mario's circuit, but with correct corrupted textures. In addition to all the usual modes like Grand Prix and time trials, Mario Kart DS also introduced a brand new mission mode, where players were offered a variety of challenges like collecting coins, mowing down enemies, and battling bosses like Big Babam. Each mission awarded players with a 1, 2, or 3-star rank based on performance, adding some extra replayability. In 2017, a modder named Mr. Bean 35000 VR discovered an unused mission mode hiding in Mario Kart Wii's internal data, with objectives like collecting item boxes before time runs out, pulling off a string of mini-turbos, drifts, and slipstreams, and fighting bosses. However, it appears mission mode was cut from the game to make room for tournaments, a game mode that unfortunately can't even be played anymore. Starting in May 2008, Nintendo released 2 downloadable tournaments per month via the Wii's Mario Kart channel. The first tournament was a Mario Circuit speedrun where fans had a 10-day window to play the course as many times as they liked and submit their best times, competing against the entire world via online leaderboards. A few weeks later, Nintendo released a second tournament, racing through 10 rings as fast as possible. The third tournament was knocking 3 top men off the edge of Galaxy Coliseum, and the fourth was speedrunning through Mushroom Gorge backwards, starting at the end and heading back to the start. Over the next 2 years, a total of 48 tournaments were released, like speedrunning a track built on top of N64 Skyscraper, killing a giant Pokey, and racing through some remixed tracks. But unlike mission mode, you could only play 2 tournaments a month, and they were only available during that 10-day window. Mario Kart DS had 63 missions to choose from anytime you wanted, so if mission mode wasn't cut from Mario Kart Wii, it likely would have included even more missions and added hours of rank-based content that could still be accessed right from the startup menu. Unfortunately, tournaments became completely inaccessible after Nintendo shut down Mario Kart Wii's online servers in 2014, exactly 10 days before the launch of Mario Kart 8 on Wii U. The shutdown also killed off the game's leaderboards and brought an end to online racing. But diehard fans refused to let the game die and quickly set up their own custom server called Wiimfi, resurrecting online racing and even restoring most tournaments. Tens of thousands of fans around the world use Wiimfi, and they've even added brand new content, including more than 200 custom racetracks. Many of the tracks are completely original, like the campground-themed Camp Cardigan, but a lot of them are based on video game franchises like Pokémon and even Super Monkey Ball. Several were inspired by Mario games, like one set in Mario Odyssey's Luncheon Kingdom, and another based on the Honey Hive from Mario Galaxy. Fans also spent several years remaking all the old tracks from previous Mario Kart games, like Mario Kart DS's Shroom Ridge. We spoke to one of the custom track Grand Prix primary developers, Mr. Bean, the same guy who discovered mission mode, and he told us they've got more tracks currently in development, and are in the beta stage of doubling online multiplayer from 12 players to 24 simultaneous racers on a single track. They've also implemented an in-game Speedometer, a feature missing from the official release. But it's not just the online scene that's running on all cylinders, the competitive scene's bigger now than it ever was during the Wii era. In July 2020, the Mario Kart Wii World Cup drew in 21 national racing teams and tens of thousands of spectators, making it the most viewed Mario Kart competition of all time. And event organizers told DidYouKnowGaming that plans for the 2021 World Cup are already well underway. Every vehicle in Mario Kart Wii has unique stats clearly visible on the vehicle select screen, but every character also has unique stats, but those stats are hidden and never actually revealed to the player. Lightweights get knocked around by the big guys, so they're not competitively viable. When it comes to heavyweights, while Luigi has the best acceleration, Dry Bowser the best off-road, and Funky Kong the fastest, making him the natural choice for speed freaks. The Flame Runner bike's got the best mix of speed and drift, so about 80% of World Cup participants use the Funky Kong Flame Runner combo. There's also a very obscure and interesting glitch in the game, where if the player is currently playing online as player 2, and someone else is in the lobby using a heavy male Mii outfit A on either the Wario bike, the Shooting Star, or the Phantom, then their Mii will be constantly in a T-pose. The reason this happens is because the developers forgot to put the Mii back in the sitting back position in several files. This doesn't happen for the player's own Mii, or anywhere else in the game. Did you also know that a parking garage and a city stage were cut from Mario Kart 64, and an entire reverse cup was cut from Double Dash? For more Mario Kart facts, check out one of the videos on screen. Thanks for watching.